Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to this episode of ATS Showcases, and today we're here in Roswell, New Mexico, and we're going to be hauling this harvester over to Silk Row, so not a long delivery, but we've got some really exciting news to talk about, and you may be wondering, where did the Halloween episodes go that I talked about in the past few episodes? I'll get into that in just a second, but let's get this W900 started up and get on the road. So hopefully everyone's doing well. I certainly am. Let's talk about the first big news that came out within the last few days. Texas will be releasing on November 15th, 2022. Now that's, depending on when you're watching this video, not too far away. If you're watching this on the day of release, hopefully it is, well, hopefully only a day later than when I'm recording this. We're within, well, basically less than 2 weeks, within a week and a half of the release date of the Texas DLC, something that's very exciting for all us American Truck Simulator players, and it's something that, I mean, to be honest, we've been waiting for such a long time now, and it's amazing to have a confirmed release date and to have our eyes set on the Texas DLC once and for all. With that came the official trailer for the DLC itself, which looked truly incredible, may I say. Totally diverse. The amount of content that it's going to be so easy for me to create videos for you guys on Texas. I mean, it's very easy for a lot of the new states, but it's Texas in particular, because of the just sheer size of the state itself. It just gives so many different unique opportunities for deliveries and content overall. And well, you know what? It's Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, so I'm sure we'll be doing lots of heavy hauls like we're doing today. I decided to come back to New Mexico. It's been a while since I've been down here, and considering, well, let's look at the map. It's right beside Texas anyways. I decided I'd come down here kind of as a bit of a more monumental delivery for this episode. For those who've watched my last few episodes, you may be wondering, where did the Halloween episodes go that I said I was going to post on Halloween? One for ATS and one for ATS 2. Long story short, I messed up. I completely messed up my audio on those videos to the point that I could not salvage it. Messing up meaning I had a preset saved and unfortunately activated while recording, and it's not one that I normally use. It's not a preset that I normally use at all. It's one of the default ones. And what happened is it hard-coded my voice audio more like a chipmunk voice. I have no idea what it did. It was horrible, and there's nothing I could do that could revert it. Unfortunately, the save itself for the audio, because it kind of basically encoded the audio with the preset applied, I didn't notice it, obviously. The software did a bit of an update on me that I use, and I didn't actually know that it did that to my voice, which was a really lovely surprise when I went to edit it. And so when I went to edit it, I realized that I didn't have enough time to get a video up for you guys. And to be honest, you know what? The Halloween event is truly amazing. I've actually basically completed it. I was going to do kind of in those videos, one of the last deliveries that I had to do. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It's unfortunate. I lost 2 amazing videos. Actually, they turned out really well. What I was going to say is that the Halloween event, at least, is, I want to say, more stereotypical. I know our customer expects it soon. It's not like I totally skipped time so we could get this delivery in. Thank you very much, game. Let's turn right here. Hopefully there's no traffic coming. Nope. So we can swing out wide here with this long triple lowboy trailer. It is very large indeed. But yeah, Halloween videos, they were really good, but at least the event isn't overly, I don't want to say unique, because it is very unique, but I think you're getting where I'm trying to go. It's just a more standard community event. Really cool rewards when you do complete it, but for a showcase video, it was more of just releasing it on Halloween more than anything. But unfortunately, I didn't notice that preset got applied, and my voice sounded like a squirrel. Could have sounded really good. And to be honest, I haven't deleted it. So, you know what? Maybe I'll have to, if I ever want to release segments of it, I may do so as a kind of like a meme thing. But maybe we'll keep that down the line here. But we're going on some back roads here. I like that. I am a country boy at heart, and I definitely like these back roads. Not all just highway, especially for these heavy hauls. It makes it more interesting as well for driving. and a little bit more challenging, something I do enjoy. But let's talk back on Texas. Enough about my inability to record episodes here. Let's talk about Texas. We've had, besides the release date, which is the by far the largest news we've had so far, we've had the Capital City blog post, which came out days previous to that. Of course, talking about Austin. Austin, Texas is the state's capital, and it is truly incredible once again to see the screenshots coming from the DLC. By far, Texas is the best DLC, both on appearance and, obviously size. That's fairly a given for American Truck Simulator. Truly incredible. With the detail that's coming in with this DLC, honestly looks throughout the videos and the screenshots that we've been provided, looks on another level I didn't really think SES Software could hit so soon, considering Montana just released, well, now only months I guess ago, and it's just truly incredible to see the bar continually be raised by SES Software. It's truly incredible to see. Of course, we've had another nature blog post before the Austin blog post. I guess I'm going backwards here through the blog post. I do apologize. I should have gone in more chronological order. But we are going a little backwards here. So we're going to go to the nature number 2, which of course gave some different areas like water bodies and stuff like that. Overall, just really cool blog posts to be able to see. Of course, show off the diversity of the landscape, diversity of the map texturing details, everything within the Texas DLC has been shown off brilliantly within the last, well, especially few weeks, but to be honest, through the whole development process of Texas. At any stage, I think we could have said that Texas looks truly incredible, and we would have been more than happy with it. Don't you dare pull out in the intersection car. It's a 4-way stop. I get to go first. What are they doing? You don't have to creep out yet. I'm still going through the intersection. Thank you very much. Oh, AI, you gotta love them. You gotta love them sometimes. And then prior to that, I think we're kind of getting back into where I had covered last time. And really, Texas just has a ton of industries. That's something for those who live in Texas or just know a lot about the state. Texas has a bunch of industries, whereas judging by its size, it probably should. But there's going to be a lot of new industry types coming to American Truck Simulator with the release of the DLC. Of course, if you own the DLC, you'll be able to utilize some of the more specific industry types, but I may be wrong. But from what I can tell from the blog posts, at least as they were coming through, some of them you may be able to experience some of the new cargo types in some of the other DLCs, depending on what companies are. You may not be able to do it to the best potential. Some of those cargoes are definitely more made specifically for Texas. But overall, I think there are a few, and I may be wrong, so I guess we'll find that out, and hopefully I can confirm that whenever the DLC comes out, just looking around the map. But as far as I know, there'll be at least 1 or 2 deliveries, or cargoes and stuff like that in industries that can be kind of spread across some of the other DLCs, and obviously there's a bunch of other industries that are more quote-unquote standard for American Truck Simulator that are being integrated into Texas. That's a given. But as far as I know, there are some new ones coming in that... Oh, speaking about new ones. That truck, I think that was one of the new... Well, it's a Toyota Tundra. I think one of the new Toyota Tundras. So the AI have had some new vehicles added, I guess in 1.46, which is very, very cool. That was neat. I noticed, obviously, it's not a Toyota in-game, as far as I know. That would... If they manage to get Toyota licensing in American Truck Simulator, I honestly would just applaud SES Software. I already do that a lot, but that would be monumental if they could get some branded AI into the game too. That's some next level gaming right there in simulator work. Nonetheless, that was actually very cool to see that, and good thing I noticed that. Probably passed quite a few other vehicles that are new as well. I know there's some other AI vehicles, I believe some garbage trucks, or that's maybe another type of industry that's coming in. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff with Texas. 1.46 as well. That was the other thing that just sparked my memory. Was in the last couple days, and depending on when you watch this, may most likely is more news about Texas in 1.46. But 1.46 for both ATS and ETS2 will also be receiving kind of a new feature with the gallery. I don't know if it's in beta right now, and I'm not going to bother checking for the sake of this video because I don't believe it's completely integrated properly. It may be, you never know. Actually, you know what? It is. I just had a mental flashback there for when I'm doing my screenshots. So when you're on a standard keyboard, if you hit the plus and minus button, just whatever it is, it kicks you into the photo mode. Now, it's all been kind of redone, and the gallery itself, at least the final version 1.46, has like these new trophies, landmark trophies, and of course a good way to keep track of your landmarks as well. So you can or viewpoints, sorry. So there's this new tab, and I'll see if I can go to it in just a second, that kind of shows off and organizes some of the different ones that are within the state. And would you look at that, the gallery is in the beta, and well, first tab is my images, which, well, kind of funny enough, you can see the recent video thumbnails that I've done here on ATS Showcases, and the first few, well, you may recognize at least one of these two from the thumbnail, depending on which one I choose. And the first couple of exploratory with the new camera and accidentally hitting left click constantly to take the picture. Didn't mean to do that. And then some of the other thumbnails and some of the different options going way back here, which is actually really cool to see. Oh man, that really skipped far away because I've got a lot of photos in here. But when we go to photo trophies, there are some different ones for some of the different states. So obviously you've got the Golden Gate Bridge, and they have these grayed out versions as well, which is really cool. I'm sure it will be more interactive and faster when the beta is complete in 1.46 releases. But we've got all the different states here and the different kind of photo trophies. So if you go take a photo at these different areas, it will actually unlock this. So it's kind of an extra achievement thing, which is really cool. In the viewpoints tab, it gives you your kind of, well, just overview of what viewpoints you've seen. And it's a good way to keep track of them because there are a ton of them now throughout ATS. And of course, they're being added as revamps and stuff go through for the older areas. And then your standard World of Trucks gallery, which you would have been used to in the previous photo manager. So there you go. I just kind of remembered on the spot that it was actually in ATS, which is always really cool. I had a feeling it was in the beta, and then I started second guessing myself, and well, you guys literally watched the thought process of that. So at least we got that cleared up, and overall I think that's actually a really cool thing, besides the fact that it took me a little bit to get used to not, well, taking so many screenshots when I wasn't used to, or wasn't supposed to when I was trying to move stuff around because I was used to kind of the older way. You know what, I was also just misclicking stuff, so that's a fair point. But it's a really cool feature that ATS and ETS2 are getting, kind of a revamp, to be honest, of the older kind of, I guess, image spotlight or, you know, photo manager section of the game. It's really nice to have a kind of a revamped version, and honestly, having the viewpoints organized and the different landmarks, kind of like the trophies, is a really neat idea. Keeps you more interactive in looking at the scenery and all the amazing work that SCS Software has done on the map. That's something, honestly, that I wasn't expecting to be included in the game, but something I think is actually going to really help keep track of things. And for me personally, I actually want to go through and try and complete some of those trophy things. It's going to be kind of interesting. Explore and try and figure it out. I know it does say, you know, where, but you have to be in the general area, take the photo, and it will recognize it. It's just really, really neat, I have to say. To be honest, the shortcut maybe to the photo mode itself may be my most favorite part of that feature. Full transparency there. Instead of having to hit like 4 buttons to go, oh no, 4 buttons, right? To go to the photo mode, hitting 1 button on your keyboard to just throw you right into the camera mode. It's going to be very, very nice, especially for creating thumbnails and thumbnails on the go. That's going to be a really lovely feature. Now, not too many may be able to, you know, take advantage of that, but I think a lot of you will, especially if you start going through the route of going through those trophies, those photo landmark trophies. That's going to be something that I think a lot of you will use, that shortcut. It's just really nice for doing screenshots, and overall, the feature is really, really neat. This may be one of the last, if not the last, videos on the official 1.46 open beta. At this point, it seems like, well, obviously with Texas being now only, well, as of recording this, just over a week away, and having 1.46 on its last route, or last kind of the open beta on its last legs, basically. It seems like everything is just coming together, and the Texas DLC with 1.46. This is just a huge time for American Truck Simulator and for all the fans. Obviously, 1.46 is bringing many new features, great overhauls, as I've mentioned just briefly in this video for the sake of the folk gallery version. That's just one. We've got new trailers. We've got new physics with the drive shaft torque. Many new things that have been added, and it's just truly incredible to see. And that's all free for any owner of American Truck Simulator. And if you're going to get the game once Texas releases or just before, obviously you'll be running on 1.46 either way. So that is all good there. And it just depends if you want to get the Texas DLC. And now don't you worry, I will be getting the Texas DLC. You can better believe that. So if you're on the fence about purchasing it, because to be honest, I don't even know what the cost of it will be quite yet. Oh, that's a post. There we go. Prime strikes again. Figured that would happen at some point, right? Let's try and not completely scrape it, even though I just have, but that's fine. You know, they won't notice. We'll just park it where they're standing on this side, the left side of the harvester. They won't notice the right side being a little scratched up. Yeah, what they didn't see never hurts them, right? Imagine if that's the logic for doing a delivery. Oh man, that would be bad. I'd be so mad if I was the recipient of a delivery and they purposely parked stuff on the one side so I couldn't see it, drove away, and then there's a massive gash on the opposite side. I'd be furious. But this is ATS, so hey ho, we're semi-realistic in this save. ATS Showcases is a bit more relaxed anyways. For all those who are new here around the channel, what a segue, hey? Thank you guys so much for the continued support here on the channel. We are growing phenomenally fast, at least in my eyes. It's truly incredible to see that you guys enjoy the videos, all the interaction here on the channel. It's lovely to see. I do appreciate each and every one of you. It means a lot. And as we move into really the next chapter here of ATS with the release of Texas and how monumental it is. Oh, this is going to be a fun delivery. All right, cart, you got to wait here for a second there, bud. Let's see. Oh, there's my Canadian in there for you. Wait for me, bud. Wait for me there, bud. I can't even do it right if I tried. I'm Canadian. I can't even master my own accent. That's not good. Oh, scrape against the barriers. Who cares? I'll buff it out. Can we get around the corner? Oh, plenty of clearance. Now, it's just getting into this spot. I've always dreaded these parking spots with these long hauls when it's... Oh, there we go. Over the post. There we go. That's prime parking for you. I have to say I've been doing pretty good in recent episodes with at least the actual trailer parking. Oh, I've never liked these things. Is it going to accept it anywhere? No? Whatever. We're not going to waste my time on it, because I'm going to just lose it if not, and we don't need that in a video. We've had way too many moments of those in the past couple years. So thank you all so much for watching. What an episode. 1.46 open beta is really on its last last legs here. It's truly incredible to see what's happening in the ATS world. Probably next time you see me here on ATS, there's going to be some good stuff happening in the ATS world. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.